Catwoman issue 5, Joëlle Jones on, well, writing and art, double duty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so this issue plays out sort of in there's two things happening at once. We play out almost every page until very late on is Catwoman intervening when her sister's about to be injected because she was at the hospital last issue, and then of course we found out that Creel was going to murder her husband, and she's doing that, and it's kind of playing out tangentially as we go on, and we have Catwoman fighting the orderlies, getting attacked, eventually being knocked out, alongside Mr. Creel, the governor, like dying, and well, I say dying. The drug makes him kill himself. He grabs a piece of glass and just starts slashing himself. It's actually kind of dark.
It's called Narcissitrine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hooey. This is up there with Nuke from RoboCop. That is bad news.
Well, I wasn't expecting a Nuke reference from RoboCop 2.
There you go.
I actually really liked this issue. I thought this flowed really well, because I think I was more lukewarm in the first couple issues than I was expecting to be, because I was really excited going in, and I feel like the last couple have kind of actually went kind of up the way a bit for me, where I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of more kind of the quality I was expecting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I might be out.
Oh man.
I don't hate it, but no. It's not like it's this is really bad, but I feel like the same as how I did at the start, where I'm like, I mean, it's fine, but I feel like I'm just reading it out of habit. I'm not really enjoying it.
I don't know. I feel like this is the most interesting I've been in Creel. Like,
yeah, I want to know what her deal is. Like, why is she flooding the market with this stuff? Like, what? I mean, I know it's all profit. That's all drug dealers do.
Sure,
but like, you know what I mean? But like, there's other reasons. Like, what's in it for her? Like, is she gonna take over this whole West Coast or whatever?
And
now
she's making her son take it because it will give her strength for a bit.
Yeah, to fight Cat. You think like because he's gonna go confront Catwoman.
Yeah.
And so he's like, take it as a failsafe. Like it'll, don't take too much. And I'm wondering if that's why she looks the way she does, is because she's hooked on it. So she's not actually that old and decrepit. She just, the years of abuse of this stuff has caused so much harm that she has to wear that false face.
Yeah, I think the art as well, because it settled in. I remember thinking it was rougher than expected in issue 1, if you recall.
It was heavy on the inks to start off with. It has settled down a bit, yeah.
No, and I really like it. I love that those two-page layouts back to back. One of like finding the dead body, and then you go to Selena like holding off like 8 orderlies as she's fighting. Yeah. I really like those pages. I thought it had a really nice flow to it. I liked how light it was on dialogue. It was a very quick read because of that, admittedly. But,
surprisingly quick.
Yeah, and then when she's knocked out, she has this like sort of like, not vision, but she's Bruce is telling her to wake up, like Cat, wake up, and she doesn't want to until she eventually hears him shout, and that's when she does. No, I'm at the point though where I'm kind of interested in Creel. I'm interested in what her deal is, and she's kind of an interesting villain at this point. And I don't think she was before. But Catwoman does get up, and she gets out of her ties, and that's kind of how we end the issue with her.
And her sister, too. Her sister kind of... Doesn't her sister talk at the end?
She talks before she's knocked out.
Yeah.
No, not at the end. At the end, she's still back at the hospital, presumably.
Yeah.
But yeah, she does say Selena before she gets knocked out, which is cool. But so yeah, she wakes up in the mansion, in the Creel mansion at the end, and takes out the guard. But that's where we leave it off. No, I was really into this one actually. This is probably the most I've enjoyed this book, was this issue. So I'm surprised to hear Connor kind of go further down on.
I'm not, because it seems to be both of you guys seem to be consistent. Where you were more open, Connor was less open to it, and it's kept delivering what you guys are expecting. And I'm more on Pete's side.
It's not like I think it's gotten worse or anything like that. I think. To put it this way, I had 2 issues of this to read today because I missed the last one. Yeah, I missed the last episode we're on, and I never felt inclined to go out of my way to read it beforehand to catch up. So I read these 2 back to back, and they were the final books that I read. And I went, all right, I suppose I'll read them. And they didn't really do anything to change my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
fair. I mean, I will give Jones credit enough that her writing's been consistent. Like it's not all over the place. It's not really up and down. You know.
No, I don't think it's technically bad. I still like the art. I think I think the art has improved. I think again, I think it's the ink specifically have got a bit more refined as it's gone on.
I think it's been finding its feet. I feel like our flaw as a storyteller is I don't think she maybe had the best idea of how to start the story, and it wasn't necessarily that great to begin with. I think the more we build up this villain, and the more we build up, and I think adding Catwoman's sister into this has been a pretty big deal for making it feel more personal to her, to give her a bit more stakes in the story. Because as she even points out when she's waking up here towards the end, is that I didn't want anything to do with you. I wasn't investigating you. I wasn't caring about your stupid family or your city or what you do here. Right. I just wanted to be left alone, but you couldn't leave me alone. So here we are.
Mm.
Nope.
So I'm intrigued going forward. But no, this was a really fun read, I thought.
I agree.
Cool. With that said, then we'll rate the book. Matt, what are you giving it?
Solid 7.5.
Cool, Connor.
I'll give it a 6.
I do kind of want to give this an 8. I feel like I was into this a lot more than I was expecting to be actually this week. Because I enjoyed the last issue, but like I feel like it's reached a new height for me.